Hello, everyone. Gabi here. Thanks for joining me this week. I am a master NLP practitioner, an EFT coach, and a law of assumption coach here at Create Your Future. And we meet every week where we get to dive deep into the law of assumption to help figure out how to make it work for you. Well, today's video, we're diving into a super powerful concept. Manifesting your desires is not bound by time. In fact, time is an illusion. So, we're going to explore today how understanding this can actually make your manifestation journey and process easier and more effective. Before we get to that, though, I do want to share with you just a couple of my offerings. I currently offer one-on-one coaching. So if you're looking for some individualized support, go ahead and book a session with me. That's in the description box below. Also, too, I currently have available right now my affirmation tracks and affirmation track bundles. So if you are looking for the easiest way to really dig into your subconscious mind, the new version of you, then this is for you. The affirmation tracks take you through NLP techniques in order to move you into the alpha state. And with that, we go over some pretty powerful affirmations. As a matter of fact, in my money abundance affirmation track, I actually go over the same affirmations that I used to manifest a $16,000 grant. So it's working. It's great. Also, for those of you who are interested in maybe looking for something to kind of help nudge you along the way in manifesting your perfect relationship, a lot of my clients have purchased my Limitless Love bundle. So that includes the Limitless Love SP meditation as well as my SP affirmation track. And they have seen massive results. I have clients who went from no contact to a commitment in 3 days of using my affirmation track. I have clients who literally went from not seeing their SP for over a year to being in a committed, loving relationship and currently engaged. So those are also in the description box below. We're also giving away a course to identify your blocks and get rid of them. That is also in the description box below. That's free. Go check that out. Okay. So today we're going to talk a little bit about, like I said, time and time being an illusion. So if you know this, if you've heard of this, we're going to dig in a little bit more, okay? So I want you to imagine manifesting your desires as a dance with effortless attention. So the key is to focus on your end goal, right? The end goal. Who are you, the version of you that has your desire? That's what you really want to focus on, okay? And your true self or your God or goddess self is really that version. That's the version of you who's making that selection, who's deciding this is who I am now, okay? And that version doesn't get tangled in the constraints of time. Well, why? Well, because that version knows that time is an illusion. So time is actually a human conception, right? That is something that we have created and designed as humans. And it often feels like a barrier to our manifestations. But the truth is, it's just an illusion. And because it's an illusion, you don't need to wait for, quote, the perfect moment or the right time to manifest or for something to even unfold, right? You don't need to wait for the right time for your desires to unfold. As a matter of fact, I've mentioned this before in my videos, if you are waiting for your manifestation to unfold, you are the version of you that is waiting, not the version of you that has your desire. Okay? Let that sink in. All right? If that hit a light bulb for you, comment down below, throw a light bulb in the comment section. Okay? All right. Everything you want already exists. Creation is finished. Every version of you, the version of you who has your desire, the version of you who doesn't have your desire, the version of you who's waiting for your desire, the version of you who's never desired this desire before, is all within you. Everything has already been created. It's all finished. All you have to do is select. That's all you have to do. So how do you do that? Well, you're going to move to your imagination, right? Your God state, right? Neville Goddard talks about this. He calls this the I am state. And he talks about the imagination being the tool that your God version utilizes in order to select your experience, to select your desire. So instead of waiting for the right time, go to the version of you who already has your desire. Well, what does that mean? That means that you are going to be thinking, what would I be thinking right now if I had my desire? What would I be feeling right now? What would I be seeing right now? What would I be hearing right now? And root yourself in that position. Now, what I've kind of dealt with a lot of clients is that when they are thinking of the version of them that has their desire, they go to the version of them that has immediately just received it. That's great, but that's not who you are in a desire. So let's use an example. If you are desiring a relationship, you don't want to go to the version of you who's just been told that they're being committed to, that they're loved, or being asked out. You want to go to the version of you that is in that relationship, has been in that relationship for a while, because that version of you, it feels natural to be in that relationship. It feels easy. It feels effortless. It's everything you want. You don't just want the commitment. You don't just want the I love you. You want the relationship that shows that consistency, right? You want the constant and consistent I love yous. You want the constant and consistent commitment, right? So that's the version of you need to go to. Don't think about just the immediate reception of the desire. Think about what it is to live in that desire. What is it to be that version of you? What does that version of you think about on a day-to-day basis? The version of you who's in a committed relationship is not thinking about, oh, I cannot wait till he commits to me or she commits to me. Instead, they're thinking about, oh, this is really great. I love the fact that I don't have to be in the dating scene anymore. Or I love the fact that I have somebody that I can come home to and talk about my day with, right? That's what that version of you is thinking. That's where you need to go. So you need to really be thinking about, okay, what would I be thinking if I had this and this was something that was already real for me, was already true for me, okay? Because remember, we don't manifest what we want. We manifest what we believe to be true for us, okay? All right, so let's talk about the physical world's concept of time, okay? The 3D concept of time. It doesn't dictate your progress. It doesn't dictate your manifestation. Your desires, your selections of your experiences exist in this like timeless realm of imagination. They're in this like multiversal vending machine, right? And every time your god or goddess self decides, I want to experience this in the 3D world, in my human form, they're going to, in your imagination, go to this multiversal vending machine, decide what that button is, press it, and let it come down out of the machine, right? Okay. When you are receiving that, when you're reaching into the machine and you're taking that desire out, your god or goddess self, you are fulfilling yourself. You are saying, this is who I am now. This is my decision. I've decided this is who I am. And then your human self within your thought forms need to keep going back to the version of you who already has your desire. So keep returning to that state. You don't need to worry about the 3D. Don't need to worry about the time, okay? When you live in your imagination, meaning you're thinking from the version of you who has your desire, then you align yourself with having that. You become the version of you who has your desire instantaneously. There's no time with that, okay? All right. So let's talk a little bit about what does that mean around the 3D time clock, okay? A lot of clients that I work with are constantly about, how long is this going to take? I get questions all the time. Well, do you think it's going to take much longer? You know, am I even close compared to your other clients? How far along am I? Do you think my manifestation's right around the corner? Don't let the ticking of a clock dictate your manifesting unfolding. Like, don't let it dictate your manifestation. Don't let it dictate your progress. You are the I am. You are the god or goddess. You are the operant power of your reality. You are the god of your reality. And because of that, you have the power to manifest instantly when you decide, this is who I am now. Okay? I'm going to say that again. You have the power to manifest instantly when you decide, this is who I am now. Okay? All right? Does that make sense? If it makes sense, go ahead and give me a thumbs up in the comment section like this. Okay? All right. Okay. So let's dig in just a little bit more with time, because I really want you guys to take away from this that Time is really a complete illusion, and it doesn't really matter. It was created by humans in order for us to really measure from one experience to the next. That's all. So I really, really, really want you to take away from this that time has nothing to do with your manifestation. Okay? All right. So let's dig a little bit around what Neville Goddard specifically says around time. Okay. And I really want to reiterate this because Neville Goddard focuses on your God self, your I am, right? Your I am, your imagination, your God within you. And God's way of manifesting is to just decide. And no one defies God, right? No one defies the word of God. You just decide. And the other thing around time is that when you've made that decision and you've decided that this is who I am now, this manifestation is mine now, then that also means that the evidence in the physical world follows, doesn't precede, it follows, meaning it comes after you've made the decision. Okay. So if you have made the decision, this is who I am now, this is the version of me that has my desire, this is what I'm going to think from, and I'm going to keep returning back to this thought process. This is who I am now. This is who I am now. This is who I am now. And then you look outside of you into the 3D and you're not seeing anything. You are putting your faith in the 3D, and the evidence won't show up that way because the evidence follows your decision. It doesn't come before it. Okay. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, because you are a god or a goddess, right? Depending on whatever gender you assign yourself, you need to know that your desires, your manifestations are already fulfilled within you. Once you've made that selection from the multiversal vending machine, however you want to call it, once you've made the decision, your desires are already done. They're already inside of you. You already have that experience. You just need to keep returning to what would I be thinking now that I have it? That is who I am now. That is who I am now. And that is you moving back into the state of the wish fulfilled, recognizing that that is who you are now. Okay. And when you look out into the 3D, the shadow world, you really need to know that this is just reflecting the old reality that you perceived yourself in. Okay. It's not reflecting the decision that you have made. And so once you change the decision of this is who I am now, you decide this is who I am now, this is what I'm thinking, this is now the version of me that has this desire, then again, like I said, the 3D then starts to conform or confirm what you are thinking. And your physical world, your shadow world, your illusion world, which also includes time, starts to shift. Okay. And so one of the things that, and this is where I want to go back to Neville, and I apologize if I'm jumping around, but one of the things is that Neville really talks about you need to focus on who you are as I am, right? So who you are in imagination as I am, who your God self is, and not on how long it's going to take to manifest that into your 3D world. So don't put your focus and your awareness on how long is this going to take to show up, or I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work, checking the 3D and saying, hey, how long is this going to take now? Okay. Because what you're doing then is you're putting your awareness and your focus on the fact that it's not here yet. And as I said before, evidence follows, it doesn't precede, right? So you are just going to create more of it not being there. So instead, what you can do is you can ask some of these really cool questions that Neville's used in some of his lectures, which is, what do I truly want? How does it feel to have it now? Right? And then know that even if the physical evidence isn't present yet, feeling as if it's already done, really and truly accepting it's done because you've made the decision, that actually moves you into the state of the wish fulfilled. Okay? That moves you into the state of the wish fulfilled. So now you're probably sitting here going, okay, Gabi, well, how do I trust this? Right? Listen, you have to buy the pearl. You have to. You have to trust in your own inner power and your own divineness that this is who you are now and that the law of assumption is real, and you are manifesting your desire into your 3D reality because your God self has decided it, period. And when you have fears or doubts come up, you need to go back to, this is who I am now. Those fears and doubts, those are coming from my human avatar self that actually engages with the 3D world, okay? My God self has already made the decision that this is who I am now. And so the experience of the fear, the experience of the doubt is something you need to actually surrender, and you need to let go, and you need to buy the pearl and just say, I trust in my divinity. I trust in my ability. I trust in my power, and I trust that the law of assumption is universal and real, okay? That being said, when your fears and doubts are related to time, you need to focus on time being just an illusion that it is, just a man-made concept, a human-made concept to really and truly track the duration between one experience and the other, okay? So that's all it is. Time is not real, okay? Time is not real. It's just not. It's not real. So when you realize that, and when you accept that as your reality, your truth, then you can consistently return to the state of the wish fulfilled and living in the end, right? Moving back to that decision of, this is who I am. This is who I am with my desire, okay? I do want to talk about a little bit around time and disrupting you being in your state of your wish fulfilled. So I want to just say, you are the operant power. You and you alone are in charge of your reality and what unfolds inside of your reality. You alone select your experiences, okay? It's not Jenny from the block around the corner choosing to steal your man, right? It's not, little Sally Sue deciding to take your lunch from you as you walk home. It's you. You decide. You decide how you are seen, how you are viewed. You decide how you relate to other people. You decide how other people show up. You decide what experiences you want to have, because you are in control of your thoughts. And your thoughts are your God tool to select your experiences. Okay? So really want that to resonate with you. I hope I've answered some questions for you. Not I hope. I'm working on that. I intend. I've answered questions for you around time and manifestation and your own manifestation journey. If I have, please comment down below. If you have some questions, go ahead and comment those down below. I would love to take questions on this and do another video for subscribers' questions, specifically around time. Okay. Again, reminder, time is an illusion. It's not real. Thank you so much for joining with me today. If this video did resonate with you, make sure that you like and subscribe and share it with anyone at all who might benefit. And remember, the key to manifesting your desires lies in understanding that time is an illusion and everything you desire is already yours. It's already within you. You just have to select the experience, fulfill yourself by moving to the version of you who already has it, and watch it unfold. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.